So semifinal match here, Jay DeVilliers and Pat Smith. They're taking on Riley Newman and Thomas Wilson. And watch this amazing shot right into the butt cheeks of Jay DeVilliers. Riley Newman is so pumped. Like, ready, pow, right in the cheeks. Let me give it a nice little slapperoo. Right in the tuckaroo and give you a few extra slaps there. Pat Smith is so pumped. So Jay DeVilliers got his ass hit, but did they get their ass whooped? We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Welcome to the Sorry Not Sorry Pickleball Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Calley. This week, the PPA is back, and we're at the Masters in Rancho Mirage, California. Everybody's wearing white. We had so many fun matches. We had some drama. The debut of some new tennis stars trying to make their way in the pickleball world. We're going to talk about everything. But before we do that, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel in case you're not already subscribed. Share this show with your pickleball friends. Let them know that pro pickleball does exist and it's actually really great. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the Masters this weekend, what your favorite parts were. If you want to help support this show, go ahead and check out the Etsy store. Lots of cool gear. You could rock it on and off the pickleball court. The link is in the description below. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this week's episode.
This is the new and improved forgiveness. Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. Forgiveness.
I'm not sorry I took the money.
All right. First up, let's talk mixed doubles. In the championship game, we had Anna Bright and James Ignatowicz taking on Ben Johns and Anna Leigh Waters. Obviously, we know that Ben and Anna Leigh are the top dog. Anna Bright, James Ignatowicz, solid team. Did they change anything during the break? Are they going to be able to beat them? James and Anna had an early lead, but then it closed very quickly. Look at this. Anna Leigh and her shake and bake. So good. Very next point, check this out. Anna Bright getting bagged by Ben Johns. They tie it up 6-6. We end up at 10-8. And Ben is just going to dominate on this last point. They win the first game 11-8. You know, this is one of those things where you're just like, man, they were so close, but you just don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to pull this off. Ben and Anna Leigh are going to take this right. Just really makes you question, is there any team out there that would be able to beat Ben and Anna Leigh? So before we talk about game two, let's actually rewind to earlier in the week. So the only other team I could see that has maybe a slight chance could be Megan Dazan and Tyson McGuffin. Watch this point right here. Tyson McGuffin, hip check. Get out of here, Megan. But look at Megan. She hangs in there. She's going to end up putting this away. She gets the ball back for them to start this game off. Megan Dazan played great this weekend. Megan Dazan made it to not only the semifinals in mixed, she made it to the semifinals in women's doubles as well. I think that that's a good sign for her. What changed for her? Well, one thing that's different this time around, she is using a different paddle. She's got that awesome Proton. And I think that it's making quite a difference. I mean, even just check this point out here. Just playing some good offense up at the kitchen line. What a rally this is. This is a very long one. This match was fun. This went to 3 games here. Could have went either way at the end. Honestly, I think if Megan Dazan just had a better men's partner for this. Anyways, a few dinks. And then here we go, right in the middle. Look at that. She just knows when to attack. I wish she would hip check Tyson McGuffin out of the way. The other mixed team that made it to the semifinals was Vivian David and Thomas Wilson. They're a great team, but I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to beat Ben and Anna Leigh. They did have this really incredible point I want to make sure that everybody gets to see. Very long rally, but it's a fun one. Check this out. So we're going to have some dinking, right? Classic pickleball point. Got a little lob action, and Ben's going to fire it in there. He's going to try and drop it back in. Thomas is trying to keep him back. Overhead from Viv. Didn't put it away, and Anna Leigh comes in and cleans up. Another team that we thought maybe could go pretty far would be Jack Sock and Catherine Parento. Watch this point. Travis Rettenmeyer says, watch this. Tries to go for the nasty Nelson on Jack Sock, but he hits it in the net. Let's see that one more time. Would he have got them? I think he would have. Look at this. Oh, it would have nailed him. These stupid new serve rules would have been hilarious if he had gotten them. Anyways, Jack Sock had the last laugh. They destroyed Rettenmeyer and Schneemann. and they moved on to the quarterfinals. I mean, I doubt that Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold could ever be able to pull it off and get the gold against Ben and Anna Leigh. Did have this cool point. Look at that get. Julian Arnold against Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova. Another good mixed team. Again, I don't think they're ever going to be better than Ben and Anna Leigh. But still, check this point. Look at that. It's Lucy Kovalova with the fist in the air. Another paddle slam. This is becoming Julian Arnold's signature move. It went from Andiamo to I'm going to slap my paddle down because I'm so frustrated. Damn it. Babe, we're never going to beat Ben and Anna Leigh like this. While we're on the subject of mix, we might as well talk about this hilarious moment. So Leigh Waters came back, and guess who she's playing with? Christian Alshon. Leigh Waters is Christian Alshon's coach and future mother-in-law. Probably the best way to put it. The mother of his girlfriend, who's underage. Anyways, they were taking on Hurricane Tyra Black and Dylan Frazier. And during a break in the action, we had this awesome moment from Dave Fleming and Adam Stone.
Yeah, later tonight, we may see somebody with a toque or a beanie or whatever you call it out there playing, because you just don't want to be thinking about, am I cold?
What was that first word?
Toque.
Toque. I have not heard that.
Genie Bouchard, I'm a little love for Canada here.
Toboggan?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
toboggan.
There we go.
All right.
There we go. All the same thing.
Fun fact from Stoney coming in.
Top of it, little pom-pom up there.
I just found out, Dave, so apparently the tassel is for females and the non-tassel is for males. Is that right?
If it is, I've been female all my life.
Look how long this silence goes for. What is going on? That was it. Oh man, that was one of my favorite moments. Still going. Still silence. Are they laughing? Are they cringing? That wasn't the only weird thing that Dave Fleming said this weekend. Check this out. So Jade gets hurt here, twists her ankle a bit. Let's listen to Dave Fleming, Dr. Jimmy, on the sideline
over there. So
yeah, maybe.
Let's just hope it was a startle and just a bad step.
Yeah, maybe some CBD cream or possibly. What do the old men use?
Dave, what do you think?
What is it?
Prep.
Okay. No, you say preparation.
No, definitely not that.
What were you about to say?
Yes.
Ben Gay, I believe.
Yeah, Ben
back
Gay.
in the
Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's hear that one more time in case you missed it.
What do the old men use? What is it?
Prep.
No, you say preparation.
Definitely not.
He was going to say Preparation H. For those that don't know, this is hemorrhoid cream. Yes, that's what Dave Fleming is using as an old man. I hope that's not what Jimmy Miller was having her use on the sideline. Anyways, back to the mixed doubles match, gold medal match on Sunday. All right, anyways, all of that to say, James and Anna, they got a good chance. Are they the team that is going to do it? I don't know, but let's see how they did on Sunday in this second game. They're up 6-4 right here, going into the timeout. Maybe they could get a game off them. Even right here, it's 6-5, and watch this finish from James Ignatowicz. Cleans it up. They're up 7-5. They have moments where they look good, but then they also have moments like this. Listen to James Ignatowicz if we turn the volume up.
Oh, what is that?
What is that? He is just inconsistent. He's very emotional. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it seems like it gets in his own head. They end up falling apart. And they lose this one 11-7. Ah, they had a 2-point lead and just lost it. But let's see what happens in game 3. This is a best 3 out of 5 for the finals. Check this point out. Anna Leigh Waters gets switched with Ben. She's on the left side. I bet she loves this. And watch this. Ernie! Oh, James Ignatowicz, what are you doing? Watch this again. She just reads it all the way, goes for it, and they get it. So 6-4 here. They end up having a 2-point lead. James Ignatowicz playing aggressive. They get it to a 3-point lead. Makes you think, I still think they can pull a game off of them. But again, they let it slip away, and Ben and Anna Leigh just come in and close it out. So Ben and Anna Leigh Waters, they're going to win the gold medal match for mixed doubles. Surprise, surprise. 3 straight games to do it. Every single game was close. And every single game, James and Anna had a lead. All right, next up, let's talk men's singles. We had Dylan Frazier and Federico Staksrud in the finals. This was a fun one. So when you hear that it's Dylan Frazier and Federico Staksrud in the finals, you ask yourself, what happened to Ben Johns? Well, let's talk about it. We're going to rewind to his match against Kwang Duong. in the round of 16. So before this match started, Kwang Duong was supposed to play with a white paddle. All of a sudden they told him, hey, you're not allowed to play with that white paddle. Now, personally, I think that is a good move by the PPA. I think if you play with a white paddle, it's really tough to play again. The ball just blends in with it. So he had to switch his paddle at the last minute. It was a little bit unfair though, because for the first 2 rounds of this tournament, nobody was told that you couldn't play with a white paddle, including Kwang Duong, who played with a white paddle for the other rounds. So then all of a sudden he's playing Ben Johns and he needs to switch his paddle. Something's a little fishy about that. Now also, we gotta mention the new serve rule. So look right here, Ben is talking to the referee, trying to get clarification on the rule. This is a brand new rule that rolled out this year just for the PPA, where you have to basically drop the ball below your waist. So kind of a new thing that they're doing here, trying to get the serve to not be a weapon. Jill Braverman posted on her story of some of the players having to learn the serve, and they were having trouble with it. We had so many players just not knowing exactly all of the nuances to this rule. And this video from Maddie Pickles really slowed it down and showed you, look what happens here. She releases it sideways. She kind of tosses it up right here, right? So you can't do that. You have to like release it below your waist. The craziest part is that if you mess up the serve, it's a fault right away. Previously in the PPA, if you fault on the serve, it's just a redo. But now, you literally lose the point. So for most of the game, it seemed like Ben was actually kind of getting away with some serves until this point. Look at this, on 4-3 in the 3rd game here, he gets called for a fault. And the ref is telling him right now that you gotta drop the ball. You're kind of throwing it up. Let's see. Look, Ben is throwing it up a little bit right there. How the ball, he's like kind of raising it. Ben is adamant. He's like, that is not what you told me when I came over and asked before.
That's all he said.
That's not what you said. I love it. Ben is starting to lose and he's getting pissed. I mean, I don't know. It's like he raises his hand up and then kind of stops and then releases it. It's borderline. It definitely was above the hip though. That's the most egregious thing there. I mean, that's all the way up at his nipple. His arm is like straight. So I think on both accounts, he's faulting there. Look how grumpy he looks. That's not what you told me. A lot of people were speculating that this rule in the first place was done because of what we saw at the final, where him and Colin were beefing with Pickleball and Tyson McGuffin on their serve. It was very hard to determine a fault on the serve previously with the old. As much as this kind of stinks, it does provide a little bit of an easier situation to determine if something is a fault or not. I think most people are correct when they say, why not just go to the drop serve? If you're gonna take the weaponization of a serve away from the players, like just take it all the way away. He's still arguing about this. This has been like 3 minutes. So game 3 right here, we're at 8-5. Duong up by 3. And look at this. Very close call. Duong says out. Ben says that is in, and I'm challenging this. Let's see it. Oh, I don't know. That looks like it's out, right? That's a close one. It looks like it might not have got the frame of it hitting. I don't know. I mean, you definitely don't have enough to overturn that, right? That angle maybe it looked like it was in.
The out call was overturned. The ball was in.
Oh, wow. Overturned. Do we think Ben's getting a little bit of an extra favor from the PPA here? So right here, it's 10-5. Ben serve. Ben calls it out. Duong is like, nah, that was in. So he's going to challenge this one. So let's see. Let's zoom in here. Ooh. I don't know. That's really close. Looks like it catches the back edge of the line, though. Not the best angle. Oh, it looks like that's in. It looks like you can't really see the frame, but I don't know.
That one looks in to me.
Feel like that might
Even they say it's in.
The out call stands.
Of course it does. It's Ben Johns. If it was anybody else, if it was Zane Navratil, they'd have been like, get this guy out of here. That was in. I don't know. Look, they were close calls, but it's always a little bit sketchy when Ben gets 2 close calls in his favor, especially in a situation like this. Kwang Duong is going to get the ball back and a chance to win it here. So here we go. 10-6 now. Kwang Duong serve. If he gets this point, he wins against the #1 Ben Johns, the GOAT, like Mish always likes to remind us about. And he does it. He gets it. He advances to the quarterfinals. Ben Johns in his first match of the new year. He loses. That's a good sign for us moving forward. Gosh, so bored of Ben winning everything. Somebody, at least in one event, took him down. So Kwang Duong actually ended up making it to the semifinals. He had a pretty good run, but he was stopped dead in his tracks by Dylan Frazier. This was another good match. Went 3 games. Dylan Frazier, all of a sudden, killer at singles. I mean, look at this point too right here. It's 10-7, game point, match point for Dylan Frazier, and he puts it away. Gets it, and Dylan Frazier's moving on to the gold medal match. Nobody expected that. He was always okay at singles, but I don't think anybody expected him to make it all the way to the end. So while we're on the subject of men's singles, one of the biggest storylines of this week was Jack Sock. In his run in men's singles, he made it to the semifinal match against Fed. And look at this point right here. He cannot believe that Fed called that out.
Side out.
It was in the middle of the line here at 10-2. You do it in your close match. I think you did it out here.
Are you challenging?
Absolutely challenging.
Referee, timeout.
I'm absolutely challenging. He's telling Fed, he's like, dude, I mean, if it's a close game, I get it. But come on, man. You're up 10-2 right here in the second game. Like, give me the call. This ball is so in. Look at this. Can't get any more in than that. So sure he got that point. It meant nothing. He got whooped by Fed in this match. Federico Staksrud is going to win his semifinal match. This second game, he takes 11-3. And so he's going to move on and face Dylan Frazier in the finals. All right, so let's go back to the gold medal match now. Dylan Frazier and Fed. Federico Staksrud, the number 2 seed. I mean, he's clearly going to be the favorite going into this one. He did beat Ben Johns in singles in a gold medal match before. So this guy is really good. But one thing that has changed is clearly Dylan Frazier has been working on his two-handed backhand. Eric Lang noticed. He tweeted this out. Dylan Frazier now has a rolling two-handed backhand. We are all in trouble. So let's see. Is Fed in trouble? Dylan Frazier up at the kitchen line. The pure pickleball player. Look at this. Slams it. But not really. Dylan finds himself in a huge hole here. He's down 5-0. And we get this awesome point. Check this out. Oh, Fed just running all over the place. What a get right there. Dylan can't finish. And now Fed is up 6-0. This is kind of how we all expected it to go at first. I mean, 9-2 here. And Fed just is a pro at singles. Watch this. Ernie. That's not always easy to pull off in singles. So game point for Fed here on 10-2. And watch this awesome little cat and mouse point that we get right here. Going back and forth. Hitting Dylan Frazier's backhand and puts it in there. Fed takes the first game 11-2. You know, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, man, finally we don't have Ben Johns in the finals. And of course, we got a boring game. Man, was I wrong. So game 2, much different. Dylan Frazier up 7-3 here. And look at these two-handed backhand drives from him. And he's going to put that one away. Gets it to 8-3 now. We got a match. So Fed ends up making his way back. I mean, it's 10-7 here. Only down by 3, but he's going to put this one in the net. And Dylan Frazier takes game 2. We're going to 3 games. Let's go. Game 3. It's getting intense. I mean, check this point out right here. He's going to make Dylan Frazier come in and run. He gets it, but Fed puts it away. And listen to that scream from Fed. Just releasing all that energy. He's pissed that it's even going to 3 games here. Fed up 2-1 here, looking to get a lead to 2. But Dylan Frazier just amazing. Covering that kitchen line there. So Fed starts to pull away. I mean, he's got a 7-2 lead here. He's up by 5. This one seems like it's pretty much out of reach. But then Dylan Frazier says, you know what? I'm not giving up yet. So 7-3 here. Fed is going to hit an amazing shot here. Look at this. Oh, just drops right in there. He's pumped. So 9-3 in this third game. Dylan's pretty much done for, right? Maybe not yet. So he's crawling back. It's 5-9 here. Dylan Frazier, his two-handed backhand. He's working it. Oh, look at that. Gets it to 6-9. So it's 7-9 now. Just a 2-point lead for Fed. And Dylan Frazier gets it to 1 with that inside-out shot. There's no way, right? So watch this. On 8-9, Dylan Frazier. He's going to put one with his two-handed backhand. Oh, and Fed hits it in the net, and he ties it up 9-9 now. He was down 9-3, 6 straight points. So Dylan Frazier ends up getting it to 10-9, match point on his paddle, and watch this shot that Dylan's gonna hit. Oh, just long. Couldn't get it to land. Is Fed gonna come back now? He ends up getting the ball back. Another chance for Dylan Frazier. Don't blow it, Dylan. Come on. Same shot, inside out, gets it to go. Dylan Frazier wins his first gold medal in men's singles. He did it. He beat Federico Staksrud 11-9 in this third game. He came back down by 6, scored 8 straight points. I did not expect that come 2024 that Dylan Frazier is going to be the guy to watch out for in men's singles. I am so excited to see if Dylan Frazier could keep doing this throughout the year. All right, next up, let's talk women's double. We had Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento, best women's doubles team out there. And they were taking on Rachel Rohrbacher and Anna Bright. First off, let's rewind to Friday in the quarterfinal match. Anna Bright and Rachel Rohrbacher taking on Lolo Stratman and Elise Jones. And look at all these net cords that they had. This is all in the second game, by the way. And even this one right here was point after point. Look at this. Another one. What is that, like 3 so far? And then look, just fast forward. Very next point. Another one. Luckily, they could have played that one. And then the very next point, 3 points in a row, we get this. Another one.
That is another
all in Elise Jones in Stratman's favor. What is that? I think that's 5. Here's number 6 right there. Gives them an easy pop-up. They're loving it. Number 7 right there. They recovered from that one. Look at this point. They're going to end up winning it. Elise Jones is pumped. Number 9, another one. Again, all from the second game. What is going on here? Here's another one. Right there, you kind of might have missed it. Another one right there. I mean, what is going on? So they ended up making their way to the semifinals after that match. And they're playing Lucy Kovalova and Callie Jo Smith, and they are crushing them here. They're up 9-0, and watch this point. This was hilarious. Callie Jo Smith just could not figure things out. Almost, but whiff. Oh, just completely misses the ball here. And that is just a good summary for how this match went for Lucy and Callie Jo Smith. Oh, man. I mean, it almost looked like she might have done that on purpose. So bad. Lucy is just dying laughing. She's like, I can't even continue to play right now. They're about to get pickled, and you whiff it. Oh. Anna Bright is just like, yeah, I'm not laughing. Let's go.
You want on the other side. No, locked in, always.
It's like, do you want a timeout? What's going on here? She's like, look, you can take your time to get your towel. You can take your time to get some water. I don't give you a break for laughing at your own stupidity. On the other side of the bracket, Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento had to take on Hurricane Tyra Black and Leigh Jansen. Quarterfinal. I mean, watch this point right here. Hurricane Tyra Black is just a beast. I mean, look at that get right there. And that one, she gets it over the net. I mean, incredible defense. Down on the ground, and that one's hit out. They get the point. Let's see another replay of that. Oh, 1 get. And then 2 gets. I mean, she is just scrambling to stay alive there. This game also gave us this really great point. This actually made it onto SportsCenter top 10, so check this out. Catherine Parento with the crazy get. I gave you 1. How about 2? Around the post? Look at that angle. Oh, my goodness. I mean, she just had to read that from the get-go. Let's see that one more time. Bam. Look at that. So wide out there. It was number 8 on top 10, in case you're wondering. Anyways, back to the gold medal match. Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento are dominating this first game. Look at this. They're already up 9-1. They end up crawling their way back. It's 10-4 here, trying to avoid losing this first game. We're going to get a fun little point. Look at that. Anna Bright puts it away. They get the serve back. And so here they come. It's 10-5 here. Rohrbacher is going to get a chance to slam one at Annalie's feet. Pow! 10-6 now. Let's go. So it's 10-8 here. Anna Bright and Rachel have the serve, but ALW with an amazing ATP. to get the serve back. Look at this one more time.
Dinks that are pushing Leigh all
Gets
over
it
the
in the
place.
back
What is she
corner.
doing?
Very next point. We're going to get a nice little firefight right here. Watch what happens. Back and forth. Who's going to put it away? Anna Bright comes in and takes over. Look at that. They hold them off. But when it all comes down to it, Annalie Waters and Catherine Barrento, they take game one. So they win this 11-8. So look, I mean, they were down 9-1. They came back. They got to 8 points. It's a good sign. I mean, maybe they could get a game or two off of them. Game number 2 was not the same whatsoever. This was a blowout. They win it 11-3. Not looking good headed into game 3. So game 3, really close one. It's 5-4 here. Look at Catherine Barrento just taking over in the middle. Playing a little game of singles. So Anna and Rachel up by 1 here. It's 8-7. And ALW is going to have an awesome play here. Watch this. She's going to get a chance at an ATP. Some good dinking. Watch this angle. Pow. Two-handed backhand for it, too. So Anna Bright, Rachel Rohrbacher still got a 1-point lead. It's 9-8 for them. And watch this point. This is crazy. Off the net, Anna is able to get it and dink it in. Little firefight right here. Oh, and then Rachel overcommits and gets it to go over with that interesting shot selection. They're going to try and reset it, get back into the kitchen, and into the net by Catherine Barrento. They win the point. What a shot. Look at this. Somehow swings around her body and gets it perfectly in there. What a point. The fact that they won it, too, is just incredible. So, unfortunately, their run fell short. Annalie Waters and Catherine Barrento end up coming back. They won it 11-9 in this third game. 3 games straight, they took it. Rachel and Anna Bright, they look good, though. I would not be surprised if they continue to do some damage in the women's doubles this year. All right, next up, let's talk men's doubles. We got the Johns brothers taking on Riley Newman and Thomas Wilson. Riley Newman trying to inch his way closer and closer to getting gold over Ben and Colin. Will he be able to do it? Well, let's find out. First up, let's rewind. We're going to go back to the semifinals on Saturday. Ben and Colin were taking on Fed and Pablo. Always a fun little matchup. Watch this shot. Ready? Pow! Right in the chest. Body bagged by Colin Johns.
From Colin Johns, who plays a very nice
ouch. Fed just keeps getting tagged. Watch this one right here. Oh! Right in the nuts. Let's see it one more time. The neck cam, watch this. Fed's like, oh! Made his voice a tiny bit higher of an octave. Ben is loving it. He's like, oh, did I hit you in there? Oh, I didn't. Yes, you did. He's going to take a timeout. He's like, I need to recover a little bit. I'm going to throw up. One more time, shall we? Right here. Oh, that's got to hurt. Now watch this point. Fed and Pablo up by 2 here. And Ben is going to go for the Burt, but it stays in play. They end up getting switched out of position. Ben's on the right side now until they get back into a little dink rally. And watch what happens here. Colin's going to dink it and then switch. And they made the switch midpoint. I've never seen that before. And they get Colin back on the right side and win the point. That is impressive. And then on 7-7, we get one of the longest points of the weekend. I mean, check this out. I'm going to fast forward. Finally, there it is. It ends with a dink into the net by Fed. Oh, jeez. I think they counted that was like 84 shots. That is a long rally. And that is exactly what you get in a matchup like this. That is men's double. So Ben and Colin up by 2 here. It's 9-7. Get a fun little rally. How about Pablo and Ben go at it? Oh, back and forth. Oh, Pablo had a chance to put it away. And he puts it right in the net. Not good. So it's 9-10 here. Ben and Colin trying to tie this one up. Ben is trying to help out Colin, who wasn't playing too well right here. Gets the ATP. And it's 10-10. We're getting extra pickle. Watch this. It's 11-11 here, and Colin Johnson's going to get pissed off because guess what? How about a nice little neck cord? Oh, he's so mad. Arms dropped. It's 12-11 now. So game point for Pablo and Fed here in game 1 of this semifinal match. They're going to tag Colin Johns for the win on game 1. They get it. They win 13-11. Let's go. So here we go. Game 2. Ben and Colin gotta win this one. Ben's going to hit an ATP right here. Let's get started. So game 2, Pablo and Fed go down big. They lost 11-3. Game 3, though, let's check out what happens here. Pablo and Fed just starting to lose it, literally and mentally. Look at Pablo. Paddle, slam, and kick. Let's go. Did he kick it through the scoreboard this time? Oh, man. So mad at himself. Kicks it with the foot that he foot faulted with.
This is going to have some
technical warning.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
And sportsmanlike conduct. You should be able to kick your paddle. Better than kicking your opponent. So Ben and Colin up 4-1, and they just start to dominate. Look at this point right here. Watch this. Back. They're trying to make their way up. Ben is trying to read it. Waiting for his moment. And then the Burt. And he's pumped. Very rare for him to just scream like that. And so they make it 10-1. Absolute blowout here. Ben and Colin. They are going to win it. Move on from the semifinal. Make their way to the gold medal match. Let's also talk about Fed's quarterfinal match. He's taking on Christian Alshon. And what is a PPA weekend without a little bit of an angry Christian? But he's going to snarp his paddle. Can't really see it. Let's get another look at that. Yeah, cool point, Fed. But we came here to see Christian Alshon break stuff. Snap it. There you go. And then so on match point. Watch this. Nice passing shot and slam. Solid throw, Christian. Very solid. Telling himself, I gotta calm down. Calm down. I'll be okay. He is just sitting there devastated. Just staring off into the abyss. Maybe I should just go to the APP. Maybe I should just be an elementary school teacher like I always dreamed of. I mean, watch how long he sits here. So it freezes up a little bit. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, well, watch how long he sits here. I'm going to fast forward this. He finally moves. He was like a statue stuck there. Is he going to get up? He would have stayed there if Brooke Buckner didn't be like, hey, can I sit on the bench for the game I'm about to play? Or are you just going to continue to cry here? Why didn't the camera zoom in on him? Come on. All right, let's talk about the other semifinal match. Jay DeVilliers and Pat Smith taking on Riley Thomas, and look at that. Right in the tuchus. Classic. Pat Smith loves it. Yes. Do you think Riley's jealous of this? He's like, hey, buddy, I thought we do weird things like that together. It's hilarious, too, because Jay DeVilliers is always covering way more court than he needs to. Like, he should not be standing right there. Like, what are you doing, dude? You know, he has this mustache. I guess he lost a bet with his wife, and so since he lost, he had to pay up by having a mustache. You know who he looks like with that mustache?
The butt fumble. Let's talk about it.
Mark Sanchez. That's who he looks like. What is the butt fumble?
Tom Moore than at Indianapolis, the offensive
it's this.
Oh,
right into somebody's butt. Loses the ball and returns it for a touchdown. You know, errors in sports are always terrible, but when it involves a butt of some sort, oh man, that's just one of the most embarrassing things you could have happen to you. Oh, classic, the butt fumble. And we've now been gifted with the butt shot. There you go. Look how tight he squeezes his butt. Like, oh, oh. I mean, he must have a good relationship with Jay DeVilliers if he's slapping him on the butt afterwards. He's like, yeah, I did that, and I'm going to get 5 more in my paddle. They actually ended up winning that game, but then in the second game, What's more embarrassing than a butt shot? Getting pickled. Look at Pat Smith here. Third game, here we go. 9-4. Newman and Wilson up by 5. And look at this play. Thomas Wilson preserving his life and modeling a little bit afterwards. Look at that point. Let's see that one more time. Just, ah!
It's like when you teach a camp
And then just goes down. Rolls with it. Very next point. They got the serve, looking to get it to 10-4. And look at this amazing point. We got the Ernie defended, the overhead turnaround. They get switched up. We're back to Dinkin. This point is chaotic. Look at that. Kind of an Ernie there off the net. Oh, firefight all over the place. What is going to happen? We back to dinking? Are you serious? And then watch this. HTP. Oh! HTP. He hit the post. No, Pat, you blew it. That would have been the coolest point ever. He can hit butts. He can hit posts. He can't hit shots inbounds. Listen to him scream after this. It's hilarious.
And we're back to chaos, and I am loving it. Oh, no. And then we get the dreaded
Oh, my goodness. And so 10-4 now. Newman and Thomas Wilson, they are going to win it. 11-4. They took it in 3 games. They're headed to championship Sunday. So here we go. 6-6 here. It's a tight one to start us off. We're going to have a nice long point here, but I promise it's got an awesome finish. Start off with some dinking, you know, because it's men's doubles and it's Bennett out. Usually Riley's the type to speed up. Look, he's even going to try and lob it. So here we go. Getting a little action here. Back to dinking. Promise this is going to be payoff. Boring. Here we go. More dinking. Come on, just do it already. Somebody do something. Off the net. ATP. And another ATP. 2 ATPs in a row. Riley's like, nope. That was out of bounds. Nope. Let's take another look. 1. Defended. 2. I think he got it. I think it's on the line. Let's see one more time. That's a crazy angle. It looks like he did get it. And so Ben and Colin end up taking this first game 11-6. Riley's still not paddle tapping. He's hanging on to that idea. So second game, it's 4-3 here. Ben and Colin just up by 1. And watch this. Thomas Wilson's going to get so aggressive. Listen.
Thomas Wilson.
I don't even know what he said there. But it was awesome. And so game 2, we're at 10-8. Newman and Wilson, they got game point, and look at that. They hit it out of bounds, close call, but he says, nope, that's out. And we win game 2. So we're tied 1 game to 1 game. So third game, Ben and Colin already up 4-0. And watch this. Thomas Wilson ignores the outa call from Riley, but does a little Ernie and gets it to go. 4-1 now. So it's 7-2 here, and watch this. Thomas Wilson. He is going to end up body bag. Ready? Pow! Oh, that's so disappointing for him. So Ben and Colin got a 6-point lead. It's 10-4. They're going to seal this third game shut. And they're going to take it. So they're up 2 games to 1 now. I mean, nice get there from Riley, but can't finish it. So here we go. 5-2 for Ben and Colin. Newman and Wilson, it's their serve. Look at this point. This was one of the craziest of the weekend. Starts off with some dinking. Get warmed up here. Gonna speed up. Gonna make a move. Double panic, cautious. Oh, it's a dink high. Ben speeds it up. Back slow, but Colin speeds up. Oh, firefight. Let's go. Oh, the Burt. Oh, what a get from Thomas. Oh, but Ben slams it, puts it away. What a crazy point. Look at this one more time. The Burt from Riley. Oh, what a slam from Ben to make sure that Riley couldn't recover. I love Colin John celebrating. He just sticks his arms straight up in the air like this. Look at Colin. Yes! Yay! Looks like he's trying to fly. Yay. I feel so happy I could fly. So Riley's starting to get pissed. It's 5-2 here, and watch this. He's just going to drive everything. But that is not the right. Oh, Thomas gets tagged. Out! Riley has my favorite out call in the game. Out! It'd probably be easier for him if he just made it one syllable. But hey, for entertainment purposes, I'll take the 2 syllable. Outa. So 6-2 here. Watch this. We're going to get a nice little ATP action again. That one was way out, but Ben does it anyways. He's like, no, let's call it in because I want that cool shot. Let's see it one more time. Hits it. I mean, it looks close there. Anyways, they get the point regardless. So 7-2 here still. And watch this point. Gonna get sped up a little bit. Ben is gonna get into a firefight with Thomas Wilson. Look at this. What good gets? Oh, and then it gets deflected into Thomas Wilson's face. Watch this. Keep your eye on Thomas Wilson. Pow. Right in the forehead. And so Ben and Colin, they're going to dominate this 4th game. It's 10-2 here, and they're going to seal the deal, make it 11-2. And they win the gold medal once again, first of the year. But hey, Thomas and Riley, they looked really good. And really, the good sign is that they seem to get along and be happy. And it seems like Riley's actually trying to be somewhat of a supportive partner. Well, I guess supportive in his eyes is just don't roll your eyes and shake your head at your partner. He's laughing, he's smiling with him. It seems like he actually likes him. So maybe that'll help him overcome this huge hump and finally get a gold. All right, next up, let's talk women's singles. Catherine Parento is taking on Leigh Waters. Gosh, if I just told you that this was the matchup, you didn't know what tournament we were at, it could have been any. We've seen this matchup countless times. Can Catherine Parento finally do it? Please, for the love of God, Catherine Parento, do not let Leigh Waters get a triple. Before we talk about women's singles gold medal match, we got to talk about the biggest storyline in women's singles from the whole weekend. It's Genie Bouchard, the tennis star. And look at this point. She loses her first point. Oh, I got to get the ball. There's no ball boy. Welcome to pickleball, Genie. We are not at that level yet, okay? You got to get your own ball. Oh, my goodness. She looks so uncomfortable. She just looks like she's never played pickleball before. She gets down 4-0, but finally she gets a point. You did it, Genie. You scored a professional pickleball point. Yay. And that was the only point she scored in that game. She did pretty awful in it. The next game she got 7 points, so I guess she got warmed up a little bit. She also played mixed doubles with Tyler Loom. Let's see how this went. Let's see. Genie Bouchard, just hit it over the net, please. Swinging
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
Yikes.
Yeah, wasn't interested.
Tyler's
in
like, yeah,
so why change?
It's okay. Pick it up. Very next point. Whiff. Oh my gosh. I mean, it is just insane. Look at this. He first off pops one up so high, and then this one right here. What is that?
Just might have skidded off the line. That was real close there.
Genie, you should have practiced pickleball, okay? Look at Tyler trying to walk all swaggy me here. You doing good? You all right? Feeling all right? Good, yeah. We good. It's 5-1 here in the second game. This is a disaster. Look at this. Just whiffs it. The thing that's crazy about Genie Bouchard playing is that she was just mechanically awful. There are literally 12-year-old kids out there playing in the PPA juniors, and they are just like 10 times better than her. I bet any one of these kids right here would be able to destroy Genie Bouchard. And I gotta give a shout out. This is my buddy Jet up here. He's a fan of the show. This was the gold medal match for the PPA juniors. They won the first game, were down, lost the second game. In this third game, they were down 7-3, ended up coming back. And check out these last few points right here. I mean, come on. You're telling me that these kids couldn't beat Genie Bouchard? They absolutely could. Look at that. They win the gold medal. Jet and his partner, Dylan, they did it. They ended up getting on a center court. Look at that. This is what pickleball needs. We got to get young kids more involved, less tennis stars who are just models at the end of the day. I mean, look, if you are going to live your life as a model and then just try to jump into pickleball, it just ain't gonna work. Speaking of modeling, I gotta talk about this post on Instagram by Tyson McGuffin. Look at this. Red panty night, if you know, you know. P.S. That's wifey after 4 kids. That's his wife? You're posting that? First off, at first glance, I thought this was him warming up with Megan Dazan, and I was like, wow, what has gotten into her? And turns out, no, this is this man's wife. Also, even more importantly, the mother of his children. I probably shouldn't even be showing this on here because I'm just like, kind of just skeeved out by this. Obviously, she's a good-looking lady. But like, dude, you have kids. And your kids have the internet. Your kids are going to grow up, and they have friends. All I'm saying is, I would never do this to my wife. I don't have a wife, but if I did, I just would not think this is appropriate. On top of that, this is the mother of your children. Why would you disrespect your children like this? Do your kids not follow you on Instagram? I don't know how old his kids are. The oldest one has got to be getting close to the age where he's got social media. And even if he doesn't now, he will eventually. And some mean kid is probably going to stick this picture in his face. Be like, dude, your mom's hot. I love her red panties. Just bizarre behavior, if you ask me. Also, your wife is more valuable than just her red panties. She seems like a very nice lady. And she raised 4 kids. I don't know. I get it's like some inside joke with Conor McGregor and that whole world. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know all the context of it. Maybe it's a hilarious post. For me, I'm just like, what? I don't know. Maybe most of you guys out there are probably like, dude, shut up. We like this. Post more about your wife. That's fine if you feel that way, I guess. I just think it's a little bit weird to be looking at somebody's wife like this. At least he didn't show her face, so there's plausible deniability for the kids. You know, like a bully comes up to him and is like, dude, check out this pic of your mom. He's like, that's not my mom. He's like, yeah, it is. He's like, nah, prove it. Speaking of women's singles, I got to rewind to this match. Quarterfinals, Paris Todd taking on Lolo Stratman. And watch this. We got a classic sorry not sorry moment. Look at this shot from Paris Todd. First off, amazing guess. Just running all over the place. And look at that. Whoop. Drops in. Sorry, not sorry. Let's get a close-up of Paris Todd, though. Look at her reaction. Does it. And then goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes! Look how quick she changes from sorry to not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Let's also talk about the semifinal match. Leigh Jansen is back in singles, and she's taking on Annalie Waters. Look at this close call. She says out. Annalie says in. We're going to a challenge. We all know that the greatest rivalry in pickleball is not Leigh Jansen versus Annalie Waters. It's Leigh Jansen versus the PPA. Let's see this. Oh, well, I mean that. Then, to be honest, as much as I don't want it to be, that doesn't. So they overturn it. They call it in. Annalie gets the ball back. And then watch what happens on this next point. Go ahead and listen to this.
Interesting.
That's called ball don't lie. So Leigh ended up getting crushed kind of bad in this match, but I'm just happy she's back. She actually tweeted this Monday morning. She said, women's singles game has changed already since my last match in July. I realized this weekend, return and follow it in to pressure your opponent every time is impossible. Paddle technology and athletes' striking ability makes it so you have to construct a point from the base. So that's some interesting analysis from Leigh Jansen. Her strategy was just hit it towards the middle, cut off the angles. But now she's like, I can't even just come up to the kitchen line every time. I got to stay back on the baseline, play it safe, and then come in at the right moment. So it's pretty cool to see how this game is developing as we get better and better technology, as we get better and better athletes. The kind of stuff my dumb monkey brain doesn't quite understand until somebody lays it out. Anyways, so Catherine Barreto had an early lead. It was 5-0, and Annalie Waters kept crawling her way back. Catherine Parento up 8-7 here, and ALW going to be able to get tucked in there, ties it up 8-8 here in this first game. So ALW up 1 point here. It's 9-8. And watch this point. Two-hander backhand. Oh, great shot by Catherine Parento. Look at this get from ALW. Doesn't get it, but it hits off the post and bounces in. She's joking around. The ref is like, no, no, no. You're not allowed to do that. She's like, no, I know. I was joking. Watch this. Hits it through the post. That's kind of cool. Again, I'm pro letting that count. I think that it would be a sick little thing. If you could do it, do it. Obviously, there's no way to really defend that. But it's kind of a cool thing. So 9-9. This game is tied up. Getting intense. Catherine Parento is always so close. Like, look at this. At the kitchen line. ALW gets it. 10-9. Catherine's going to call a timeout. And look at this. Annalie Waters doing her best Ben Johnson. Ready? Yep. Breathe through the mouth. Just like Ben.
she rarely loses. Let's not forget that we started the day at 11, and she was playing in the mixed doubles final.
That is a long mouth breath. So Catherine ends up getting the ball back. It's 10-9 here. She's trying to tie it up. Staying back at the baseline. Trying to drop one in there. Oh, tries to put it in the corner. Leigh Waters with an amazing get. Oh, look at this point. Oh, and just out of Catherine Parento's reach. How did Leigh Waters get that? And so another game point for Leigh Waters. Look at this point. This one, watching this, just makes me feel out of breath. Look at this. She's got to run up. Whew. And get this. Another lob. Oh, but it's played well by Catherine Parento. Oh, and it's just out. And Catherine Parento loses the first game. So Leigh Waters up 5-2. Game 2, 3-point lead for her. And watch this point. All the craziest angles, just back and forth. What is going on here with these angles? Oh, and then look at this. Get from Catherine Parento. And this one stabbed. Oh, what an amazing point. She's pumped. At 7-2, there's a timeout called. I don't know what's going on here. Like, Mom, do I smell? Oh, yeah, look, you missed a little deodorant right there. What other coach would just be checking out the player's armpit? Leigh Waters isn't doing that for Christian Alshon. Armpit's so itchy. You see anything? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to take you to the doc. Oh, yeah, look, right there. So here we go. Match point. Leigh Waters. Not only match point, triple crown point. Get it! She does. Price is so disappointing. Hey, at least Ben Johns didn't get a triple crown. We got one thing going for us. All right. Well, that's going to do it for our recap. PPA Masters. But before we head out of here, let's play a round of partner body bag, winner off the net.
Partner body bag, winner off the net. Partner body bag, winner off the net. Leigh Jansen, winner off the net. Dyson McGuffin, winner off the net. Leigh Waters, body bag, James McDonowich, body bag, sorry not sorry, winner off the net. Sorry not sorry, partner.
All right, partner body bag, winner off the net. The game where I'm giving 3 people in the pickleball world, and I got to decide who I'd partner with, who I'd body bag, who I would hit a winner off the net with. Sorry not sorry style. The 3 people this week are number 1, Genie Bouchard, number 2, Jack Sock, and number 3, my boy Jet, the 12-year-old PPA junior champion. All right, so who would I partner with? Who would I body bag? Who would I hit a winner off the net with? Well, I'm definitely not going to partner with Genie Bouchard, and I'm not going to body bag. I don't think she does. So I guess I'll hit a winner off the net. Then the question is, who do I want to partner with? Who do I want to body bag? Do I want to body bag Jack Sock? Body bag Jet. 12-year-old child. I'm a human being. Respect people. But I don't come without my flaws. I'm partnering with Jack Sock, and I'm going to body bag the shit out of Jet. If I body bag Jack Sock, he's just going to get really pissed off. Probably use it against me. If I body bag Jet, I mean, he's just a little kid. I could knock him out with that. I could make him cry probably. I don't know. He seems like a tough kid. I play this game to win. Sorry, Jet. I'm going to body bag you. I'm going to partner with Jack Sock. So there you have it. Partner with Jack Sock. Hit a winner off the net with Genie Bouchard. Jet, body bagging, dude. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. That helps more people find the show. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That way you don't miss out on anything new coming out. I will be doing some live streams on the week where there is no event going on. Don't want to miss that, because then you could come in and live chat, you talk smack, get in my head, make me all nervous. It'll be fun. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the finals this week. Do you like the progression draw style? What do you think of Genie Bouchard? What do you think of Jack Sock? What do you think about the new serve rule? Should this go? Should it stay? What do you think about the all-white uniforms that everybody's got to wear? Should we get rid of that? Should we do more of that? We have tournaments where, I don't know, maybe black is the color to wear. You know, or like maybe at Red Rock, everybody wears red. It'd be kind of cool. More and more people are supporting the show, rocking their Sorry Not Sorry gear. If you want to do the same, go ahead and hit up the link in the description below. One of us. One of us. Come on, don't miss out. Well, that's going to do it. Thanks so much again, everybody, for watching. We'll see you back next week for some APP. Take care.
Forgiveness is more than saying sorry. I'm sorry. Forgiveness